Strategy is about to go parabolic. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gen Z BTC. It's me, Satoshi Wapamoto, and today we're going to go over Michael Saylor's convertible note $2 billion offering, what this is going to turn into over the next coming months, and what we can look forward to in terms of the price. You are not going to want to miss what I have to talk about in this video. We're going to be talking about the convertible notes, the perpetual preferred stock, which is known as Strike, what that means, how we're going to be able to use it, and the price of MicroStrategy going forward. If you like what you hear in this video, please comment about it, like it, and share it with someone else who needs to hear this. First off, I just want to say off the rip, there have been a lot of people who have been complaining, they've been crying, they've been asking questions like, is Michael Saylor even caring about the shareholders? What is he doing? If you're a tourist, you are not going to make it in this industry. That's investing as a whole, but it's completely true for Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the type of thing that'll do nothing for 3 months and then it'll melt your face off in a week. So if you are a tourist looking to try to make massive gains in like 1 day, 2 days, go buy meme coins, get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Let me make that very clear, okay? This channel and this type of content, these types of investments are for people with a long time horizon, all right? If you have a preference for things that are now, and you're like a TikTok zoomer, this is not for you, okay? This is for people who understand that they have a future, and if you want to lock in profits for your future because you care about your future self, this is what this channel is about. This is what this stock is about. With that being said, let me go over what strategy is proposing here. $2 billion in converts. These are open today. It's Tuesday. All right. And they're going to close 5 days from now. So on Saturday, really, they're going to close on Friday because no one's going to be really investing on the Saturday. So they have this week to get in on the buy-in, and then they're going to close the offering, and then they're going to announce how much they were actually able to raise. Now, typically when they do a capital raise like this, what they're doing is they're going to institutional grade investors, whoever that might be, and they're saying, hey, you know what? If you buy some of these convertible bonds, these convertible notes, you'll be able to convert them into common stock. All right. You'll be able to convert them into shares once the price of our stock appreciates 130%. That was the parameters for these convertible notes. Every single one of MicroStrategy's convertible notes have paid off massively, okay? They're the most attractive product on the market right now for these types of investors because essentially you get to buy Bitcoin, but with no risk because you're secured, you're senior to the shareholders, which means that if something were to go wrong, you get paid out your money no matter what. So you get Bitcoin with all the upside, or at least part of the upside, with no downside, all right? So you get 130% upside and then 0% downside. That's a highly attractive asset. Now, what's going to happen, most likely, is they're going to upsize, okay? They're offering $2 billion to start. It's going to get upsized to $2.5 billion. Bookmark it, please. Now, that's going to be amazing because we can lever the company again. MicroStrategy has been heavily de-levered, okay? There's basically no leverage right now. There's no volatility. Bitcoin's not moving too much. Nothing's really going on. A $2 billion buy would shock the Bitcoin market. That would be amazing. We get that volatility back on the market. Shorts would get liquidated, and then we start the cycle all over again, okay? We're once again levering up the company. We're once again boosting the balance sheet of the company, okay? Also, I think they might go back-to-back on this. I think they might do a back-to-back offering to really leverage the company like crazy. I don't know. That's a bit of speculation. But I do know, at least I'm assuming, they're going to have an upsize on this. Moving on, Strike, STRK. Now, Strike is their perpetual preferred stock. That's a fancy way of saying this is their dividend stock, all right? There was a initial offering for this, and if you bought in, that's cool. You get an 8% dividend, and then you can convert these into shares, I believe at a strike price of $1,000. The stock price started at $80. All I know for a fact is this is a perpetual call option. The easy way to understand this is that these shares can be converted into MSTR at a certain strike price. The same way that when you buy calls, when you buy a call option, they can be converted into shares at a certain strike price. All right. The difference between strike and a typical option call on strategy is that strike is perpetual, meaning that there is no expiration date. Okay. There's no elapsed amount of time to where your stock expires worthless the way that it does with calls. All right. With calls, you have to try to time the market. With strike, you have an infinite amount of time. All right. Because of that, it makes it a very lower risk investment. On top of that, it's really good for people who love fixed income. Again, 8% dividend. That's really good. And as we've been seeing, and I'll go ahead and put this graphic on screen, MicroStrategy's Strike has been doing really well in the fixed income market again. Now, what can they do with Strike? All right. What can MicroStrategy, the company, do with Strike? Strategy can tap the ATM on Strike the same way that it taps the ATM on MSTR. This will be the first time that we're able to see how Saylor and his team are able to tap the ATM, aka sell shares into the market in order to accrete more Bitcoin for the underlying shareholders. This is going to be a crazy combo, all right? Because we're going to see appreciation in the strategy price, which is also appreciation in the Strike price, which means we get double the amount of ATM. The fixed income guys are happy because they're getting their dividends. The common stock shareholders are happy because we're levering the company again, which means that we see the company's stock price, the underlying stock price, go up, which means that they can acquire Bitcoin at a faster rate. All right. The flywheel is about to get really, really crazy. And I'm saying this here now because there's been so many people who have been coping. They've been crying. They've been upset. They're like, oh, what's going on? The stock price, it's only up, over 200% over the last 6 months. Oh, what's happening? So all these guys who have been tourists, they came in, they left because, it was 3 months of it kind of being choppy. All right. Once this thing takes off back up to $600 per share. Okay. Once we do another 2X in the next 2 months, people are going to be back on the bandwagon. They're going to be asking all these questions. And these videos like this will be right here for all the people who were writing, who understood the writing on the walls. All right. This is not some GME, AMC, copium, randomly hoping for CEO to come save me by doing some sort of random acquisition or some other garbage. I'm going over literally their playbook. This is what they're doing. $2 billion getting upsized to $2.5 billion. They might go back to back to increase the leverage on the company. When you leverage the company, it becomes more volatile. But the thing that you're levering up on is going up in price, which means that your underlying equity is going to go up in price, which means that your perpetual preferred stock is going to go up in price. You can tap the ATM, which is going to be more accretive now because the difference between your leveraged instrument and the underlying, which is Bitcoin, is going to be so great that you make an absolutely crazy arbitrage that allows you to buy even more Bitcoin. Do you understand? I am so excited, if you can't tell. I am so hype. I am so ready for this. And I'm so ready to get on Wall Street Bets. That's what I'm really excited for, to watch these kids cry, man. I love it when these kids cry, man. I want every single short getting smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like I am so ready. I'm going to be so arrogant about this. You know what I mean? So put this video everywhere, dude. Clip me, please. All right. We need these videos going viral. So that way when people look back, they're like, oh my God, that guy literally predicted the future. But really I didn't. I just told you what was going to happen. It's kind of obvious. It was all written out. There's a script. If I had the script to the Super Bowl, did I really predict the future? No, I just read the script. So it's all good. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who might find it interesting. Share it with some of your favorite Bitcoin content creators, your MicroStrategy content creators. Share this with MicroStrategy Daily. Share this with Strategy Today. I keep calling it MicroStrategy. That's going to take a long time to get over, but I'm working on it every day. So if you enjoyed this, man, make sure you stick around. I got way more coming. And remember, stack sats or die trying.